welcome back to another episode of the iYAP podcast. I am your host, Megan Albright, and guys, drum roll, please. Drum, hey, I can't even speak right now. I've been filming TikToks all day. Drum roll, please. So today's topic is a debrief of the Love Island season 7, Love Island USA. But before we get into it, I'm gonna tell you guys about something. It's exciting, it's sad. I don't even know what I'm feeling right now. But so I've always struggled with like letting go of things, even like clothes. I'm a big hoarder. Like I don't know why I just keep stuff. And even when it comes to jobs, like I found it hard to leave. I always find it hard to leave. I just feel like I'm abandoning something, and I don't want to disappoint the people that I've wanted to be committed to either. So I think it's 2 years ago I quit my job at the cafe because like I had knee problems, back problems. It was just a lot happening. And like I always say I'm a student, but I always feel like I'm superwoman, right? So like recently I went through a whole experience. I had a whole surgery and stuff like that. And I was just like, I need a break. And even when I was having a break, I kept thinking about work. It's almost like I never leave work at work. It always follows me at home, to holiday, everywhere I am. I feel like it's always following me. And like I just had to and like I just got to a point of my life where I was like, okay, I was crashing out. Like I'm forgetting stuff, like small stuff that I did before. I would miss things, I wouldn't see things, I wouldn't notice stuff, and I'm just tired all the time. I don't have time to be home. Like just folding my clothes is a whole chore. It is a chore, but like it's just it takes so much energy for me because I use so much time and energy on the outside, like doing stuff for other people, and I don't really like put that much energy into myself. So it's like yesterday I was just speaking to a friend and I was like, you know what? I think I've come to the decision where like I have to quit my job because I've been saying I want to like focus on my own business. I've been saying I want to take social media seriously. And I know that when I'm consistent here, it's going good. But I don't know why I struggle with like just leaving or just doing it, right? So yesterday I was like, you know what? If I don't write the resignation letter right now and send it in, I'm never gonna leave because I'm always gonna find some reason to stay, and I'm always gonna have a reason to stay. And it's not even like it's a bad job or anything. It's just like it's about time. I've been there for almost 5 years or 4 years now, and it's time for new things. And I feel like if I keep making excuses, the year goes by so fast. We're like in June. We're going to be in July, like next week. So the more I delay it, I feel like the longer it takes and the longer it will take for me to leave. So now I'm just like, you know what? Write it and send it in. And like I wrote it down, and I was thinking while I'm writing it down, I'm like, do I really want to do this? Like, if I send it in, it means like I'm really like committed to it. Like, how is my life going to look like when I'm not so work focused, or when I'm not so like busy with that corporate job itself? And so I wrote it and I wrote the email, and like before I pressed send, it was like the movies. You know when you just take a pause? I had to pause, and then I was like, am I gonna send it in? Once I press send, it's gonna be too late to take it back. So I sent it in, and I'm not gonna lie, I had the best sleep because I was just like, it's been a long time coming, and I'm so proud of myself for making that decision. I'm happy that I took on challenges. I'm happy that I spent the amount of time that I spent working there because I learned a lot, and I'm still going to be hanging around. But just like, I think it's time for me to focus on my own businesses. It's time for me to focus on the podcast. It's time for me to go back to YouTube, social media, and like speaking has and music has always been my passion. Like entertainment in general in all forms has been my passion forever and my top interest. So now I feel like I'm finally becoming the woman that I want to be able to take decisions for myself and to be able to just better myself, like trust the process and trust that I'm going to be fine no matter what. And so that was a little thing that happened recently. And I just feel so much lighter. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, I'm the type of person to go on holiday and bring my laptop just in case they need me for work. Like, it's mad. And I know it's easier said than done to be like, yeah, but just don't take your laptop, or like, you don't have to. I know I don't have to. That's the point. But my brain cannot shut off. So now that I have made that decision, I'm so excited to see what more is out there for me and the risks that I can take for myself when I'm not like so tied down or scared to make a mistake or scared to fail. And a friend of mine told me like if you're scared to fail, if you're scared to fall, you're never gonna like progress or develop or get to the level that you need to be in, because I hate making mistakes. One thing about me is like I don't want to make a mistake, but then I have to make mistakes to learn. But like when I make a mistake as a Libra, it kills me, like it eats me up. Like when I forget something about someone's birthday or when I'm not able to show up, it's like it's eating me up. Like it makes me feel so shitty and I don't want to feel that way. So sometimes I just even just isolate myself. So I'm like, the less people I have around me, the less people I can disappoint, or the less chance I have to disappoint anyone or to not be there or to just like feel bad or overthink. So that's what I do sometimes. And it's not good. It's not good, to be honest. So I'm trying to like remind myself everyone makes mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. It is what it is. Try to live with it and try to understand that it's not the end of the world, because it sometimes feel like it's the end of the world. I'm not going to lie. So that's just a little debrief of what's happening in life right now. We are going to Afro Nation in 2 weeks. I keep saying it, but you guys don't understand how I'm excited. I'm so excited. I ordered some clothes 2 days ago. And when I was doing it, I kept telling myself, do I really want to spend this amount of racks on clothes? Clothes. And I was just like, you know what, Megan, it's holiday. You're going to wear the clothes after. You can always resell. And just like remember that maybe this is the last time. This might be the last time you're going to Afro Nation, so make it count. So I'm trying to have as much fun as possible. I'm trying to just like don't overthink it and just enjoy myself, because what else can a girl do for real? What else can a girl do? Okay, guys. So with that being said, let's get into today's topic, which is drumroll, please. The ultimate debrief of Love Island Season 7. Love Island USA Season 7. I started watching this show recently. Like, I like reality TV, but like it gets to a point where it's just boring for my taste. It's like nothing original is happening. Like, I don't really care about people's love lives like that, to be honest. Like, what am I gonna do with that? I prefer to watch for example, Devil's Plan, or shows that it's actually like challenges happening or stuff is happening, new things are happening all the time. But when it comes to relationships, I always feel like either it's drama, either a new girl comes in to take the guy, either the guy switches up, either someone is lying, either someone is not being as open as they say they are. It's the same textbook things. But like, I don't know where I saw a clip from Love Island USA Season 7, and it was just too much happening to the point where I was like, okay, fine, I've got to see it. And also, I saw a clip of Megan Thee Stallion on Love Island. Okay, that was the clip. I saw a clip of Megan Thee Stallion on Love Island, and I was like, you know what? I need to watch this, because if not for anything, let me just watch her be on the show and see, because it was a twerk off. And to get the whole storyline, I had to watch the episodes before. So that's what I did. Sorry, it's my brother. But so that's what I did. And then, guys, okay, let's start with the cast, right? Who am I going to start with? Let's start with Ace. So, for those who have watched Love Island, you know how Ace is. Ace is a fine man. He knows he's fine. He knows that the girls want him. He is there to explore, like he's saying. But then again, on the other hand, it's very obvious, at least to me, that he's really fucking with Chalet. I hope I'm saying it right. But like, I don't know, for some reason, they're just not like being so upfront about it. I think maybe both of them were like not trying to do it too fast because they had met on the outside before. So it doesn't want, I think they didn't want it to be a situation where they felt like, I'm just with this guy, or I'm just with this girl because I've met them before and I feel comfortable around them. I think they were trying to like build their own report on each other. But it was so obvious that this chemistry was there, the sexual chemistry was there, the banter was there. Like, he was so cute making her breakfast in the morning, almost every morning. And the way he was so creative with the dates, Clap for that man. Somebody clap for that man because he did that. Like, if not, I would have been so bored. I would have been so bored. But I love the fact that he put effort into the dates, the yoga, the breakfast. He even got other islanders to like play the whole game, the whole thing. And I think like me personally, I like creativity too. I like effort. I like to see that you're a little goofy with it. I like to see that like you went out of your way to impress me. Let's put it that way. I like when a man goes out of his way to impress me. It doesn't have to be a crazy thing, but just like let's see what you're gonna do. Let's see you pull an ace. So that part was nice, but on the other side, it was just like this man doesn't want to cuddle. He doesn't want to hug. He doesn't want to like. Which I respect that, and mind you, I think also that maybe because he knew that he was going to end up with Chalet, he didn't want any other girl to like have that much access to him. If you get what I'm saying, it was cute to watch, except for when he was down their throats. But like yeah, that much access to him. So like when it comes to the conversation he had with Amaya, let's talk about that. Like I get that he doesn't want to be called babe, and I get that like he doesn't want to cut on all of these things, and I don't know if they had more conversations than what was shown on Love Island, but it seemed like he was being very clear about what he wants and what he doesn't want and what he doesn't like. But I think the fact that again everyone could see that he was very much into Chalet. So I feel like he was maybe giving more energy to Chalet than he was giving to Amaya, even though he picked her and he coupled up with her. So I think her confusion comes from the fact that, wait, you're telling me that you wanna explore this connection, but you're doing more exploring with some other girl that you had met the first time you came, but you didn't want to explore that by choosing her. So what are you trying to say? So I can see how she feels disrespected by the fact that it's like you picked me, so I'm thinking like, okay, fine, I'm gonna try to get to know this guy, explore this connection, but then you're spending more time and you're doing more for another girl that you didn't even pick, who has her own partner. So you get what I'm saying? So I feel like that's where her confusion comes from. But then again, she be talking a bit too much over people, and I don't like that. Like he was trying to explain something and she was going off with the hands, and he was also like pleased with that. I don't listen, I don't know if this is how she talks in general when she's angry or when she's mad, but like it was just a bit too much. Like even for me watching it, I was just like, let the man speak. Like I personally also get to a point where if I'm trying to say something and someone is talking over me, or if they keep just trying to like push their point rather than listening to me or waiting for me to finish at least, I don't even want to have the conversation. It gets to the point like, what am I doing here? Why are we even talking? Like, why are we having this conversation right now if you don't want to listen to me? And I think that's what Ace was feeling in that exact moment, because he was just like, okay, bet, I'm trying to explain something to you. You're going off on me. It's like, I'm just explaining to you. You can choose to take it how you want to take it, that's fine, but it's also like you don't have to be yelling and like all of these things. So it was just like a bit harsh to see, but I get both sides and I understand her. And I think like Amaya is a bit more on the emotional side, because like even when they had to vote, was it Bella out, like she was like, no, we don't want to do it, we don't want to. Guys, these people have been there. I'm sure they've been there for weeks now with no connection to the outside world. I'm sure it's a lot happening. I'm sure emotions are high. But that took me out. I was like, wait, what is happening? She was like, no, so passionate. And it was a sad scene, but it was so funny because I was just like, babes, you guys have to vote someone out regardless. Like, it's okay to cry, but just then and then it was just a bit funny. So that's why, like, putting two and two together, I feel like her personality in general, she's more on the emotional type. And just people are like that. Some people express their emotions more outwardly than others. And it is what it is. I think it also has a lot to do with how the production puts the clips together, because I saw some clips on TikTok where in one clip the person has makeup, in the other clip there's no makeup, so I'm sure they just put comments together and people are commenting on stuff that is not exactly what's happening. I feel like that's what they do. But so moving on from Ace and Amaya, let's go to Sierra. I love Sierra because I feel like she's so in tune with herself. She knows what she wants, but she's still there to explore. And she's coupled up with Nick, but she also knows that we've only been here for a few days and you never know. And Nick also is very open to exploring other connections too. So she was very like mature in expressing her feelings, expressing her thoughts, but also not like putting all her eggs in one basket, but again, having more eggs in one basket just to know or just to make Nick know that, okay, fine, you're my first option, but I'm here to explore too. And it's too early to know if we are gonna be like together forever type shit. So I really like that about her. And I like the fact that, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's just the editing, but I feel like she's the one who is like has the least drama, her and Oleandria. I don't know who else is there. Yeah, I feel like she's just like, she's a chill girl. And even when something happens that she doesn't like or she doesn't agree with, she expresses it in a very like calm and mature way. Like, okay, obviously it was not nice for me to see what happened, but like I get it that it was a game. Or like, this happened, I know it's okay, but it still made me feel this way, A, B, C. And I feel like we all could learn something from that because most times you just need to process, breathe, take a step back, respond, and just try to be as level-headed as possible. It's easier said than done when you're living in a house with people that you're seeing every day and everyone is kissing everyone and stuff like that. But like, I think she handled stuff very well, and I feel like she's one of the best Love Island USA season 7 contenders for me because she's pretty, she's having fun, she's enjoying herself, she's handling things well, she's standing on business. And what else can you do? Moving on to the next, Orlandia. God bless her. Like, she is so perfect. How can someone be so perfect? I don't understand. What are you guys eating in the countryside? Is it cornbread? I saw a video of a girl rapping saying, something drinking right or something drinking dirty. Like, her voice was very much like, yeah, I'm from the country, you know, cornbread fed or something like that. Is it cornbread, guys? Please tell me in the comment section or wherever you're listening to the podcast. I want to know what they're eating in the countryside so I can eat that because she was just tea. From head to toe, the girl was tea. When they had the twerk up with Megan Thee Stallion, I don't know what I would do if I met Megan Thee Stallion in real life either. I mean, I have seen her on stage, but like giving her a hug, wearing her bikini line, excuse me, doing a twerk off in front of her. And when she told Oleandria that she had screenshots of her, I was like, girl, I get that. Like, I understand that. It sounded a bit like, whoa, but like, I get it. She's so beautiful. And going on to her relationship with Taylor, I like the fact that she didn't stop herself from exploring what she could have had with Jalen, the new bombshell that came in, but still always having Taylor at the back of her mind because they were together in the beginning. And like she said, it was a good match. I think like they have good conversations, they have good banter. The fact that he also is from the countryside. Did I say countryside? He's country. They had a lot to like relate on and understand each other, and like I think they were a good match, but I feel like Taylor was not putting in enough effort compared to the other guys, or just in general. Let's not even compare, but just in general, I feel like if he put more effort into the relationship with Orlandria, like not just on the talking level, but like planning stuff, planning dates. When she says like, "Oh, I like someone who opens this car door for me" or whatever. Like there are no cars, but like there's still stuff you can do to make her feel like, okay, I'm a gentleman. I'm here for you. I'm gonna take care of you and stuff like that. So I feel like he could have leaned more on that. And I also think Orlandra is one of the people who kept it real on the show with everyone. Like even when she did kiss Jalen, whenever they kissed, she would talk to Taylor and be like, yeah, he asked me to meet, we sat, we had a kiss, this is what happened. I think she was very transparent, and it made it so refreshing to watch, because then it's like, they don't have to be going back and forth on, oh, this person said this or this happened. Everyone knew what it was. He knew where she stood. She knew where he stood. And he could either choose to take the information and do whatever he wants to do with it, being like, step up and try to win her, or decide that, you know what, I want to let Jalen take it because like I don't think I have what it takes to, whatever the decision was going to be. She gave him opportunities time and time again to make a choice and to like step his breaks up. And like Ace kept telling him, man, you need to go get your girl. When he was saying like, I don't think there's the physical attraction. And Ace was like, she's literally making breakfast for your dumb ass. I was like, yep. Tell that man to zip it, go and appreciate the breakfast, and like try to figure out what it is that is lacking. But again, if he doesn't feel anything, that's fine. But it's like, we see how you look at her. We see how when someone else comes, we see how when she talks to people, when she kisses people, you can barely watch. You can barely watch. Either you don't like her like that, or like it's just too much for you. Okay, let's take a step back. And I don't know if I'm the only one who was thinking this, or maybe I overanalyzed it. When they first had a conversation after the coupling, I think it was the first conversation, and she was just like, yeah, what side am I supposed to walk on? And what side is the man supposed to walk on? He said closest to the street. And she was like, yeah, right. And he was just like, yeah, she reminds me of my mom, very country and stuff like that. In that moment, I felt like that could possibly be something that hinders him from like really going all out and just doing whatever he does on the regular, or trying to win her over how he does when he's on the outside. Just because like I thought that maybe he would put too much into the fact that she has characters like his mom, and he would be like, okay, I need to be too careful. I need to be like brace myself on how I move. I need to make sure to be understanding. I need to make sure to like reason a certain way. I don't know if I overthought it, but like that's how I felt with his reaction when he was like, yeah, she's like, my mom is gonna be fine. I like it. And also seeing how like sometimes, I don't know, he just felt like I want him to be more of a, I want him to put more energy into being like, oh, Landria, this is what I want. You are who I want. I know you don't want to be physical right now, baby girl, but we can still go on a date. We can still, I think like if he took the lead a bit more, it would have been a little bit of a different story. If he was more like, let's have a chat more often. If he was more like, let's do this together, and like, I don't know. He gave me like shy vibes, like a bit like he was too mesmerized or something. I don't understand what was happening, but like, Tay, what was happening? What was happening? But he's hella fun. I love when he was twerking off. I love when he was twerking off. I love when he was doing the twerk challenge. I love when they have conversations. I think he's just a fun person to be around in general. And I love that he always had conversations, always. I love that he had conversations with Huda also about the whole situation, and like just try to be her friend too, and the fact that he chose her to stay in the villa and not Jalen. And I heard his explanation, which was like he thinks that she can still change or do better or find love or whatever. I think that was what Sierra said. But like in my mind, I was thinking like, of course he's not gonna vote for the guy who wants his girl to stay in the villa. Duh. Like I wouldn't do it either. Like if it was me and I liked the guy and there was another girl who liked him and it didn't work out or whatever, and it was between her and some random guy that I don't even know his name to stay in the villa, I'm picking the guy to stay. Because why would I pick her? Why would I pick her? It won't make sense. It won't make sense. It's like, yeah, maybe it didn't work out, but like I don't want to even give it a chance to think that it might have been a friendship or anything like that, because I'd be jealous too. So I'd be jealous too. So I understand Huda. So that was a bit funny to see. Moving on to the next. I made a brief TikTok on like the cast from Love Island, and just like speaking a little bit like about what has happened so far on the show. And I said like the Huda and Jeremiah thing, it's so tiring. It got to the point where I was just like, guys, like you guys are tiring me out. Like it's not even so much that was happening, but like every day was something. I don't know if it was part of the storyline. I don't know if it was on purpose or if they literally like was really trying to figure shit out. But like they say they're not locked off. I'm going to speak about Jeremiah and Huda in the same time. But they say they're not closed off, but then every time a girl try to speak to Jeremiah, Huda is like, yeah, don't speak to him, he's mine. It's like, yeah, he's yours because you guys are coupled up, but like you guys are still supposed to be quoting, exploring, but there's no so much of an exploring happening. Like, what the heck? And he was just like, yeah, we're not closed off. Like, but I don't want to kiss anyone else. I don't want to talk to anyone else. I don't want to hug anyone else. It's like you're saying one thing, but you're doing something else. And actions speak louder than words. So, of course, the other girls were like, why should we even, like, I don't know why I'm supposed to be approaching you. And the other guys, too, were like, why are we approaching her? But I feel like she was doing more of the flirting with other people, even when she was jealous about what was happening with Jeremiah and other girls. Like I feel like she was still flirting with other guys, but then always blaming him when something happened. That's what I could see. I don't know if they're showing us exactly what happened and all the information, but I just felt like it was a lot for her. And I think she didn't really know how to process everything that was happening in that moment, because sometimes I'm just like, girl, you need to calm down. Like, you really need to calm down. Like, we get that it's emotional, but like, you really need to calm down. Maybe it was, I don't know, but it was just so much crying, so much yelling, and also like, I don't know why people think that just because something happens, or maybe just because you feel disrespected because someone does something, that does not give you the right to call them out of their name. Calling a man the B word and all of these things, it's like, you lucky that that man didn't react more than he did, because, excuse you, what do you mean he's this, he's that, he's that? And the way she was saying it so often, it sounded like this is a regular for her, and that's very toxic behavior because it's very disrespectful. Even if you're mad at someone, call them by their name. Don't call them out of their name no matter what. Number one. Number two, I feel like this is also where like it comes to Jeremiah, where he has to speak up more for himself. A lot of the times when he had conversations with Huda, I felt like Huda. I felt like he he needs time to process what is happening before he can come up with an answer. But because of her personality and how she is, she doesn't give him time to process and time to like speak his mind. So before he like speaks his mind, she goes off to something else, and then it's just more happening for him to process, and he doesn't know how to process it. And so many times it ended with him not even like standing up for himself, because what do you mean she's gonna call you a B word and you're just gonna go tell the guys? So what? What are the guys going to do? Nothing. Go talk to the person who is disrespecting you. And also, like, if you feel like, yeah, you guys are not closed off, but you guys are like getting to know each other better, say that. Use the words. We are not closed off. We are not a couple, but we're getting to know each other. And I want to explore other people. And you go and you explore other people. You don't talk to the same girl for how many weeks or how many days, and then like you don't even give anybody else a chance, but then you still say like, yeah, but we're not closed off though. It's like I can see how Huda is like, your love bombing me, or you're giving me like false hope, because you're saying one thing but you're not doing anything with anyone else. So it's making me feel like maybe you're just saying it to see what I would do. So I would like, and to see if I would like decide to speak to other people or not. Can you guys understand like the psychological play that she could have been thinking about? Because I would have been like, oh, you're saying that it's fine for us to explore, but you're not exploring, which means that maybe you're baiting me to see if I'm going to explore with someone else, and to see if like I really like you enough. So I'm going to try to satisfy you by not speaking to anyone else, but also like hoping that you do the same. So when you entertain people, after you've said that we are closed off, but you don't want to entertain people, I'm confused right now, because what is happening? So I think that is what was happening in Huda's head. If you guys can understand what I said, that was a lot, but I think that's what Huda was thinking about, and I can see where her confusion comes from and how she reacted in certain situations, because I don't think like she was all the way the only one love bombing. Like they were both into it. I think they were both infatuated with each other. I think they were both like, maybe they really liked each other, but they have a different communication style, and I think it was just clashing a bit, because everything is happening so fast and it's so intense, and like, yeah, that's one thing. The other thing with Huda, which I don't know why she decided to do it like this, but when it comes to talking about that she's a mom, I don't know why it came off as so much of a secret, or like, oh my God, it was almost like people should feel bad for her. And being a mom or a dad should not be something that people should feel bad for you about, because the baby is already here. Don't make that baby feel like your parents didn't want them. Don't make that baby feel like they should have been a secret. Don't make that baby feel like they were not wanted. Say it with your full chest. I'm a mom. I'm a dad. I have a son. I have a daughter. Things happen, and that's what it is. But I'm still here to find love. I feel like if she would have started off like that, it would have been a different story because then it would have given everyone the chance to make a decision if they want to like pursue someone with a child. And it's unfair, but like I know that some people prefer to date others who do not have kids for different reasons, and other people don't mind. And like I don't mind if someone has a kid because I've seen people home, like not homeless, but I've seen single moms, I've seen single dads. Like it's it's not something that I feel like someone should be judged over. But I also understand that not everyone wants to be like a step parent, but things happen. You can still meet someone, you guys have kids together, it doesn't work out, and you guys end up splitting up. God forbid, but it happens. And then are you gonna like not find anyone else because you have a child or what? And how would you feel if people were judging you based off of the fact that you were a parent? So I feel like if she would have explained that to Jeremiah in the beginning, I think he would have moved a bit differently, because I don't think he looked like someone who wants to be involved with someone with a child, because it, or at least because of how it looks on TV. They made it seem like after she told him about her kid, it was almost like now every little thing is pissing him off. You understand? It's like he would start being a bit more distant and stuff like that. That's what it looked like on TV. Maybe he didn't mind, but like on TV, it looked like after she told him this information, he was more like, oh, okay, I need to process, or I need time to think. Then he wanted to start exploring other connections. But like, I think for Huda, it might seem like you're just doing it now because I told you that I had a kid. And it made me also understand why she didn't want to say it in the first place, because it looks like she's been judged for it in the past and it's not right, but life is unfair. So that's Huda and Jeremiah. And then he gets coupled up with Iris, and like, I feel like then he should have made it clear, like, okay, listen, I chose someone else because I want to get to know someone else. I can't give you what you want. I can't console you. Like, but I wish you the best. And I wish that he did that the first day when they recoupled, because I feel like Huda would have appreciated more if he was like, you know what, I'm so sorry I picked someone else, but like, I feel like this isn't gonna work. Something like, speak to the girl. You've been kissing her all the time. You guys have been hanging out. You've been doing this, been doing that. Like, come on. Come on. I feel like you could have done better in that situation, but then again, we move because not everyone thinks the same, and it's okay. So who else is there? Okay, Nick. Hi, yeah, 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 yeah. First of all, I don't remember how old Orlandria is, but when she was like, Ace got breast milk on his breath, I was like, oh, because Ace is 22. Ah! Or was he 23? That guy is young. How does he have all those tattoos? But yeah, Nick 24. Nick was there to live his life. I love the fact that I feel like he was just chilling. Like, he's a fun guy to be around. He's chill, but you can also have conversations with him. I don't know who I ship him with, but I feel like him and Orlandra would have been a good match, because when they went into the, what's it called? When they were doing the whole cow thing and they went into the booth to kiss where you had to close the door. The way that man carried her outside, I was like, if he has the strength to lift the stallion up, I think he has the balls to take care of her too. So I saw that scene. I was just like, oh, they might not be a bad match. Like, he actually has power. And I feel like if she would have given him a chance, he would have taken it and focused more on her. But then again, we never know. So I just think that's how he was moving. And also, I like the fact that he also spoke his mind to the other guys, trying to tell them about like the whole Huda situation. And even after everything that happened, that he still stood up for her and was like, okay, fine, things have happened, but it almost feels like she's trying to get to know people. She's trying to talk to people. Let's not make it seem like she's a bad person or anything like that. You understand? So I really like that about Nick. Oh my God. That was good. Jesus Lord. It's not easy to be a yapper, guys. It is not easy to be a yapper. Okay, moving on. So I feel like Nick had potential with almost all the girls in the villa, but he wasn't doing anything extraordinary, or at least from what we saw on TV right now. We'll see the next episodes. Is the show is not over yet, so I'm gonna do a part 2 or part 3 when more comes out. I'm looking forward to the reunion because I feel like there's so much more tea to be spilled, especially about Yulissa. I think her name is Yulissa Escobar. Like, I don't know if I was the only one who was shocked when I don't know what happened, but in the blink of an eye, the girl was gone. I was like, "What the heck?" I'm like, "Am I the one who is blind? Did I skip an episode?" I had to go back and check because I was like, "What did I miss?" There was no information, no nothing about her, and I checked TikTok after, and allegedly, this video, the girl was using the N word left and right, like in an interview, like, "Oh, my N, my N, my N," and I'm like, "Baby girl, I don't care where you grew up. Everyone knows if you don't identify as that, please try not to use that word. Thank you very much. If you do not identify as someone who is a ninja, do not use the ninja word. Thank you very much. Because what are you doing?" So I think that that was part of it. But like, there's so many clips and videos on TikTok. You guys can check it out if you want to know more about Yulissa. Scratch that. Next person is, who else is there? Iris, I feel like for now at least, it's still early to see what Iris is gonna do and who she's gonna end up with. But obviously, she really liked Jeremiah and like she was trying to build a connection with him. But on the other hand, when TJ, I think his name is TJ. What's the guy's name? Something like that. When he came in, I think it's TJ. When he came in, she liked him a lot. It was more her type, and to a certain extent, it was so obvious. But then, like, not much has happened yet. We'll see. To be honest, like, he's not really my type, but like I don't know what the girls are seeing in him. Maybe like when you meet him in real life it's different because some people literally look better in real life, like they say. So I don't know what is going on there, but we'll see. And I'm going to update. I'm going to update. Hey, I am going to update you guys once I know more and when all the episodes come out, and also we can do a reunion podcast episode because the tea is gonna be hot. The tea can only be hot because a lot was happening. Like even the games, I was looking at the games. I was like, everyone. Oh my god. Okay. How the heck you gonna tell these people to kiss two people and pick one and don't give them anything to drink after the first person? Like, excuse me? Like, the only thing I could think about when she said, like, you have to kiss two guys and then after that you have to pick one who you want to couple up with. In my mind, I was like, at least give them water to rinse off the first kiss. Like, what the hell? Because these guys are basically kissing each other because they want to kiss this one, you can't kiss this one. And like, drink something. Aren't your mouth dry? But my brain thinks about the weirdest things sometimes, so that's not even relevant. But I just thought about it. I was like, it's a lot of kissing happening. I hope they get something to drink in between because, hi, there's no more spit in their mouth, though. There's no more spit in their mouth. Who else is left? Who else is left? Chalet. I love Chalet. I love that she's just in her own space, living her life in her own energy. She's open to talk to people. She's open to the experience. She's very open to sharing about her life, and she's such a sweet girl. I feel like I really like the way she let the guys work for it. I like the way that she wasn't doing too much for them, but letting them know that, listen, this is what I like. And if you want me to be more interested and explore this connection, do what I like. Do what I like. And it's not that complicated because, again, women tell you what they want, you just have to listen. Women will tell you what they want. You just have to listen. I like creative shit. I like going on dates. I like cute stuff. Okay, fine. Let's go do yoga. Okay, fine. Like, be creative. And I like what Ace was doing because he's a good listener, it seems like, because he was listening to what she was saying and he was doing what she was saying. And so, of course, she's falling more into him. Duh. Hi, yeah, 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 yeah. Let's just go back to Sierra for a moment. I remember when Sierra said, this is what I love, having men on their fucking knees. I was like, yes. I don't know what you're going to call that, but there's something about a man on his knees that we'll just leave it there. But Sierra, I understand you. I understand you. Something about a man on his fucking knees. I don't know what it is, but there's something. And there's something that it moves something in me. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but like I get when she said it, I was like, yeah. Yeah. I was like, I understand. I understand. So you guys, if you haven't watched Love Island USA season 7, you should watch it because it takes you up and down with emotions. It's so entertaining, but again, like so dramatic. It's just so much happening, but it's entertaining. Like I binged that in 2 days, like back to back. It is what it is. Okay, so last but not least, I think I'm missing Amaya and who else? And Bella. Yeah, Amaya and Bella and Jalen. Jalen was cute. I wish he had more of an opportunity to like get to know people and meet others. But I think they were so focused on the fact that Olandria likes country men, and it almost seemed like he only came there for her. And if it didn't work out with her, then who else is gonna work out with? So I feel like if he had a different opportunity to meet other people, it would have been nice. Also, Nick, I feel like Nick had so much potential, especially with Hannah. But on the flip side, I'm happy that he kind of left because the way she just like switched the next day and like was, you know, was it Pepe? I think it was Pepe or something. Yeah, it was just like wow. How much did you really like Nick after you guys were just like? How much did you really like him? So yeah, it was sad to see him go, but then on the other hand, I also felt like he was there to find a real connection, and no one who was available was giving me the vibe that they could have a real connection with him. So it was a sad scene to see, but he had to go. Also, Bella, I like that she was herself. I like the fact that she also like embraced the experience like before she left and with the whole challenge thing. But I also just feel bad because I feel like she wasn't as explorative. I don't know if explorative is a word, but she wasn't as explorative as the other contestants. So it kind of made it hard for her because it's just like people are having fun, they're playing the game, they're kissing. If you don't want to make out with anyone, that's fine, but people will make out with other people. So it kind of like takes away the, I guess, excitement. Because if someone were to be coupled up with her, it technically means that they can't be kissing other people because she wouldn't want that, and like she wouldn't want to kiss them from in games or from the jump either. So I think it kind of like made her options a bit few, gave her fewer options. The English was about to not English, but it gave her fewer options. But then again, she did what she did. She had a good time, and it looked like she enjoyed herself when she was there. So that's fine. Moving on to Amaya Papaya, cool girl. I think she's very cute. I think she's very pretty. I think she's in tune with her emotions. I think it's a bit much, like I said, with the whole like speaking over people. But like, I really wish that she finds someone to love on also because she seems like a girl with a lot of love. She seems like someone who it's like ready to love on someone, you know, like to just be lovey-dovey and to find someone who understands her. But I feel like again, maybe the environment in Love Island is not the best for everyone because people have different personalities and people react differently under pressure, under stress, under isolation. Like you can't escape to social media. You can't go anywhere if you're sad, if you're mad, if you're angry or anything. Like there's cameras everywhere also. So I kind of understand where you feel like you're being watched all the time and you almost have to like either stay in character or stay on your act. So yeah, I can see how it might be difficult for them. And last person, Pepe. What is Pepe doing? What is this man up to? Because I don't understand. Who does he want? I feel like he's coupled up with Hannah, if I'm not wrong. And it's nice, but like I haven't really seen so much of like more than sexual attraction there, and I need more substance. Maybe it's coming in the next episodes, but guys, we need more substance. I mean, it's too late now because everything has been already recorded, but it was just like it's giving very much more like we like each other. The sexual tension is there, but I don't see them having any conversations about anything that like is really important on the outside, if I'm not mistaken. So I feel like that needs to be explored a bit more. Who else is there for the guys? Blah 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 blah. Yeah, no one else is there for the guys. For the girls, I think I got all of them too. So oh, and Adriana, Adriana, someone who is new. She came in recently. Not much has happened on her terms, but like I think she's into what's that guy's name? What's his name? Jeremiah. But we'll see. She's very pretty. I feel like something is gonna happen with the Latina gang. I don't know. I just feel like when it's so many Latinas in the building, either they're gonna be good friends or shit is gonna go down because like everyone has their own personality and everyone is like being themselves and everyone is like just ready to fight for what they want. So I feel like the next couple of episodes is gonna be lit. It's gonna be litty, litty, litty. But guys, if you have watched Love Island season 7, share your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section. What do you think about the cast? What do you think about the storylines? Do you think like some people are faking their relationships? Do you think some people are just staying together just to make it to the end? Do you think some people already know that there's no one in there for them, but they're just exploring just to be on the show and to get more screen time? Do you think Nick was unfairly put off and Huda should have been sent home instead, or Taylor? Do you think that Oleandria should have chosen Jalen instead of Taylor? Because that man is big. That man, he just looks big. He looks like he been around horses. But guys, with that being said, thank you so much for watching this episode of the iYAP podcast. I have been your host, Megan Albright, and this is the ultimate debrief of Love Island USA season 7. I'll be back with a part 2 or a part 3 when more episodes are out. I hope you guys loved it. Please don't forget to follow the podcast on Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast. I really appreciate you for rating the podcast because it really helps me a lot and it motivates me to want to do more and to get more guests. Last but not least, I would love for you guys to follow me on Snapchat because I am really trying to grow my following over there. Like, I'm just trying to be a travel influencer at this point. Let me say it straight out. I want to be a host. I want to host shows. I want to be in different countries every month. I just want to like live the life I dreamed of and give my parents the best possible experience of life they can have because I'm their first child or my mom's first child. So I feel like the least I can do is to give her a soft life. So I really want to make it so she can rest. She can breathe a bit better. So follow me on Snapchat. My Snapchat is Megan Albright. I have the same name on Snapchat, like I just said. So my Snapchat is at Megan Albright. It's a public Snapchat. I try my best to be active on a daily. I am going to post more videos every day, especially vlogs from the holiday. Afro Nation again is fast approaching. So please share, please like, please comment, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.